Hey there, Aries. Welcome in to Great Awakener Ether Realm. My name is Kimberly, and I am going to do an astrological report for the week of January 20th through the 26th of 2025. So to begin with, on Monday, the moon is in Libra, where it's going to square Mercury at 17 degrees, and then it's going to oppose Chiron at 19 degrees, and then it's going to square your ruling planet Mars at 24 degrees. This all happens within hours of each other, and it's going to trigger that full moon that we spoke about last Monday. All right. So this is where, you had the illumination. This is the acceptance part. All right. I'm not going to go into it too much again because I've got a lot of stuff to cover this week. So if you want to go back and watch it, you're more than welcome to. Also, we hit Aquarius, or the sun moved into Aquarius just yesterday, where that is your friendship sector, your 11th house, friendships, dreams, hopes, wishes, that sort of thing. Monday is pretty laid back, luckily, other than the moon is fleeting again, and these things happen just quickly, so nothing horribly intense. So we're going to move on to Tuesday, where things kind of start going. All right. Tuesday, the sun conjuncts Pluto. Pluto just moved into Aquarius November 19th. Again, that's your 11th house. So now you have the sun, which represents, is the exact opposite of Aquarius. It represents your 5th house of creativity, children, romance. It is now conjuncting Pluto, which these are all fixed signs. So fixed signs can be pretty intense when they deal with each other. It's really about making a decision. Fixed sign is just like, I'm going to make a decision, and that's all there is to it. Pluto is going to be in Aquarius for the next 19 years. This is one of the first planets the first planet to conjunct Pluto in Aquarius other than the moon. But we also had a while back, your ruling planet of Mars went into Leo about 6 degrees, and then it started its retrograde journey, and now it's going back. So every time that it comes back, and then it hits, and then when it goes forward, February 23rd is going to make another journey. It's going to hit that again, your ruling planet. So I'll talk more about that when it comes closer. This is really just supposed to be a weekly report, what you can expect for the week, okay? So the moon in Scorpio will square these two, and of course Pluto rules Scorpio. All right, so Tuesday can be pretty intense. Scorpio is your 8th house of other people's money, which is like taxes, finances, debt, and sex, death, rebirth, transformation. So 8th house is a pretty private house, and it's going to be squaring your friendships, hopes, wishes house. So Tuesday can be, pretty intense for you in those sectors, but the moon is fleeting. So but that's about all we have going on Tuesday, so, not too shabby. So luckily it only hit you, that one thing hit you on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we have got the moon trining Saturn here at 16 degrees. I do want to bring up that over the weekend on about Sunday, again, depends on where you are in the world, we did have a conjunction between Venus and Saturn at about 16 degrees in Pisces. That is your 12th house. That has to do with dreams. You may have had, especially when this comes around to trigger that as well, You might have a lot of dreams. It has all to do with your subconscious, anything that's hidden. So secrets, sometimes the things that you hide from yourself can be involved. So on Wednesday, the moon in Scorpio comes around to trine that. Trines are really nice aspects, so you might have some nice dreams, Might have to do with, either your finances and something to do with your subconscious, or it could be, some nice dreams about intimacy. This is also your intimacy zone, okay? Then, after the conjunction on Sunday, Venus is actually going to be about 20 degrees when this happens. So you got 16 degrees Saturn, 20 degrees Venus. And that's going to be happening very early in the mornings on Thursday. You're also going to be having the moon sextile Mercury in Capricorn, and that is your career sector, career and reputation. So, finances, career, reputation. You might have some stuff going on in Thursday. Mercury is all about communication, so you might, and commuting, all of your comm words, you can really relate to Mercury. So that'll be triggering little Mercury here in Capricorn. So yeah, as we discussed last week, you probably have a good amount of stuff still going on in Capricorn, but it'll be moving out by the 27th. So it'll be pretty soon here. We also have the moon opposing Uranus at 23 degrees. 23 degrees is where that full moon hit, and I can't stress enough the 23 degree mark, really, and about 5 degrees within it. It's going to, keep hitting it. But opposition to Uranus in your second house of values and the way you earn your income, as opposed to your 8th house of your debts and intimacy. This is how you see yourself. So Uranus is a great awakener. You might be having some things going on this axis within your money and value axis. All right? But moon is fleeting again. I'm trying not to repeat myself too much. Then we have moon trine Mars right up in here at another 23 degrees. Like, these are going to hit at the same exact time. So you got a trine going on here and an opposition going on here. Again, ruling planet. Home, values, and money, intimacy. So this happens on Thursday. Your ruling planet, passion, intensity. It is retrograde right now, again, until the 23rd. So a lot of that intensity is going to be internal. And of course, this is your home zone again. So your home and family zone. So it's going to be lit up again, probably. And may have to do with, either intimacy, money, values, again. And then we have Mars sextile Uranus as well, exactly at 23 degrees again. So again, you have this triangle going on here. You also have Mercury opposite Mars a little bit later in the day, another 23 degrees. And of course, Mercury is also going to make a trine to Uranus. So you've got this... I want to call it you've got this triangle going on here, you have this triangle going on here, you got this triangle going on here. So, honestly, Thursday looks pretty good for you. Sextiles and trines are very nice aspects, and looks like you might just be having a nice day on Thursday, honestly. And then you, later in the night, the moon moves into Sagittarius. So Friday, when the moon moves into Sagittarius, you're going to have an immediate sextile to Pluto and the sun. So you had this square here, now you got a nice little sextile, so this is kind of upheaval, and this is kind of calming it down. Again, this is friendships, 11th house, friendships, dreams, hopes, wishes. Sagittarius is your 9th house of higher learning and long distance travel. So you might be discussing something with some friends about some long distance travel, maybe some higher learning, maybe you want to go back to school. You know, this is fleeting, but again, with that Sun and Pluto conjunct, like that is very intense energy. And the conjunction is probably going to go on for at least 5 days until it starts dissipating and the moon moves on, or excuse me, the sun moves on. So on Saturday, we have the moon come in at 16 degrees and square Pisces, or excuse me, square Saturn in Pisces. So you're going to, again, this is your 12th house, subconscious, hidden, anything hidden, and dreams again. And you're going to have the moon again in Sagittarius is your higher learning. So you might be going into some more deep thought about higher learning, long distance travel, what have you. Okay. This Saturn also rules Capricorn, which is your 10th house, which is still being highlighted with these 23 degrees going on. So it might have something to do with your career as well. Okay. Which with that full moon with still going on, it would make a lot of sense still. Then we end up having a trine at 19 degrees with little Chiron here. Chiron is again the wounded healer. You're kind of still looking at some wounds, some healing, shadow aspects. But you got a nice little trine in there, so some good healing. Let's put it that way, not intense. Then we have a square to Venus at 23 degrees. Okay. Again, 12th house is going to be highlighted again. I don't know how much more I can explain with the 12th house of Venus being there. Even with a square, you can't go wrong with Venus. It's just one of those benefactors, along with Jupiter and Venus are the benefactors of astrology. There's not a whole lot of aspects that can really make even a square bad. So I did skip this little bit here. Earlier that day before this happens, we do have an opposition to Jupiter in Gemini. Gemini is your community zone, 3rd house. Jupiter expands anything that it touches. It is retrograde at the moment and will be going forward on February 4th. But even in retrograde, Jupiter still acts as a benefactor. So you're going to have an opposition here, but again, just like Venus here, it's still like even an opposition to, it's probably going to just make it expand even more. And of course, the moon in Sagittarius, that's another thing, is that Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius, which is in Gemini at the moment. So you have the moon in Sagittarius and the ruler of Sagittarius. So you're going to have a lot of, this is your 9th house of expansion, of higher learning, of long distance travel again. So you're going to have a lot of emphasis on your 12th house in Pisces, and then of course you have Jupiter, which, you know, is such a large planet and is planet of expansion that it probably is as powerful as these three put together right here. Now they have moved out of a square since last week, but you know, when the moon kind of comes in between those two, it could honestly reactivate those squares. So at this point, you're looking at, you know, long distance travel, higher learning, with its ruling planet in your community, and early learning and short distance travel. And then these still kind of at a bit of a square with this moon here, in your 12th house of subconscious. All right, could be getting a lot of dreams again. I can't put any more emphasis on the dreams with 12th house there. Okay, so moving on to Saturday. The moon, oh, excuse me. We are in Saturday. Venus trines Mars on Saturday. So Venus and Mars are the lovers, and of course Mars is your ruling planet. Can't go wrong with a trine with these two, no matter what house they're in. So you're talking about your subconscious zone and your home and family. So you got a nice day coming in on Saturday. All right, Sunday, Moon squares Neptune and the North Node. I went into pretty good detail about the North and South Node last week, if you want to go back and watch that. But again, Neptune is the ruler of Pisces. It's the ruler of dreams, your subconscious, anything that's hidden that you hide from others and that is hidden from you. All right. So again, it's really just going to put even more emphasis on that. That's at 27 degrees. Then the moon moves into Capricorn. Okay, this is Sunday. And the excuse me. Yes, okay. Mercury sextiles Neptune at 27 degrees. The moon is the fastest moving planet, and Mercury is the second fastest moving planet. So 27 degrees, you're going to have a sextile between Mercury and Neptune again. So again, setting off your 12th house and your career and reputation house. So more dreams. I can't emphasize that enough. More dreams. And then we have Venus sextile Uranus at 23 degrees. Okay? So these are hitting each other pretty good here. And then, of course, Mercury came in and hit those as well. So you had this nice, like I already said, you have like these nice little trines and sextiles going on. I just call them triangles. Triangles are fun. They're really good, really relaxed. So it kind of seems by the time you get into the weekend, things will be pretty fun and relaxed for you. The moon does go into Capricorn, which is your, again, 10th house, career reputation, but it's going to be at the end there. So that's what I got for you for the week. If you like this video, want to see more, you're more than welcome to subscribe, like, comment if you have any questions. And next week we will talk about the next week. I do offer personal readings of astrology, tarot. If you would like to check out my website, you're more than welcome to. I also do other modalities. Until next time, I hope you have a great week, Aries. Thank you.